Kobe is such an easy day trip from Osaka. It's only 12 minutes on the bullet train. And it's not just about Kobe beef. This is like part 2, the extras to my other Kobe video. The link to that's in the description. So when you're buying your train tickets, remember the Shinkansen stations are called Shin Osaka and Shin Kobe. Shin just means new. It's 1,530 yen each way. As a recap, first we went up the Nunobiki ropeway to see a waterfall, which is right by the Shinkansen station. That's in my other video. You take the ropeway up to a herb garden with a fantastic view of Kobe. You can see the mountains, the sea, and the city. It's got it all. Then we walked back down via a waterfall. It felt really off the beaten track, even though you're so close to a station. It feels like a mini adventure. I definitely recommend it. Kobe has a small metro, so we took that into the city. You can use your Suica card just like most places in Japan. And in 5 minutes we were at Sannomiya station in the city centre. Kobe has a Chinatown because it's one of the ports that opened to foreigners in the 1800s, just like Yokohama and Nagasaki, which also have Chinatowns. This one's a great place to get snacks. We're headed for Meriken Park and Harborland, 100 metres this way. Kobe City has a good feel to it. It's not too hectic, but it doesn't feel sleepy. The waterfront area is a really nice place to walk with lots of interesting architecture. It's just a fish dance music place, a dancing bar for fishes. Here's where you can take a cruise around Kobe Bay. Kobe. For adults it's 1,400 yen. And it tells you the times here as well. There's the route. Or there's this one. We have been searching and searching around Kobe for somewhere to try Kobe beef. It's because I don't eat meat and Phil does. He wanted to try it. I don't want to stop him trying it. So we were hoping to find some sort of kiosk or street food stall where he could just try a bit on the street and then we could go and eat somewhere else. That doesn't seem to really exist. There were a couple of places around Chinatown, but we're not sure if they were genuine or not.
Yeah, the way they were listed sort of suggested you could buy different qualities, and there was a huge jump up in cost and along with the size you had to buy as well, so it was difficult to tell. I mean, there probably are places, street food places you can go. We just didn't do any research.
No.
And a quick bit of Googling didn't really help. So as we were near here, which is
Harbourland.
Yeah, there's a couple of places here.
Most places seem to just have Kobe beef without any vegetarian options or anything else, which is fine. That's what most people want. I think there's a real gap in the market for a restaurant in Kobe that does Kobe beef and has just one vegetarian option. Would be very nice, but I guess it's not a very big market.
So what we ended up doing was going to a place that had other stuff. So it had burgers they could make for you that were vegetarian.
Yeah, they had an avocado burger, so I somehow made myself understood in Japanese and said, he wants to try Kobe beef. I don't eat meat, can you do the avocado burger without the burger? And it still had avocado, salad, crispy onions, probably better than the veggie burger you get at Five Guys, which is just all the toppings and no actual burger. And very kindly they did that for me.
Yeah, and it wasn't really a problem at all.
Yeah.
Like, oh yeah, fine, no problem.
Yeah, that was surprising actually.
The Kobe beef I had from there, it was a really nice piece of meat. If I just bought it, a steak like that and eat it, that's amazing. It was really soft, had all the flavour, but I don't know if it was actually like the highest grade of Kobe beef. I did pay about 6,000 yen for it as part of a meal set, and yeah, it was delicious, but it wasn't like transformative, and it didn't quite taste like the Wagyu A5 I had the other day.
At Tsukiji.
At Tsukiji. So obviously there's different ways of cooking it. I couldn't see them cook it here either, so that's kind of, you lose a bit of experience. It was good, I'm glad I had it, but it's not going to be the same as if you go to a specialist restaurant, which I could have done. I mean, you said you were happy to eat somewhere else.
Yeah, I offered to sit on the street and wait for you or have an ice cream or something.
But we're here together. I would rather eat together, and I'd rather not have it than you have a hard time eating. So
we have found somewhere in Kyoto that has Wagyu beef, and vegetarian options. So that's going to be the next one we're going to try.
I'm looking forward to that because that's a really small place as well, so it should have a really nice atmosphere.
Obviously, this wasn't the best strategy for trying Kobe beef, and I wouldn't particularly recommend this restaurant. I'm also not the best person to advise on this. Japan isn't the sort of place to rip you off in general, but in this case, it's really worth doing your research to find the best place to go that's genuine and worth the money. There are actually many types of high quality wagyu beef all around Japan, like Hida beef, Tajima beef, Yonezawa beef. Kobe is just the most famous one abroad. Our teppanyaki meal in Kyoto was amazing and a much better experience. It's called Teppan Taban Sannomiya. There's a separate video about it on my channel. It was in this place, Mosaic, which is a little shopping mall with mainly restaurants and a couple of shops. It's actually a really pretty place. I really like how they've decorated it. There's a little stream outside, and now it's getting dark, all the lights are coming on. It's got a really nice atmosphere. I wonder what this building is. It's Station de Kobe. One of the famous landmarks of Kobe that you might recognise is Kobe Port Tower. It's red and made of sort of a mesh of metal, but at the moment they're doing some renovations on it, so it's completely covered up. It was lovely in the evening at the seafront as all the lights started coming on. I love this time of day, it's so pretty. This is a scene I drew from my calendar last year. There's something lit up over on the mountains. We can't tell what it is. We're hoping it's a jellyfish. It's pretty now, you can see the reflections of the lights in the water. This area around Harbourland and Meriken Park is a popular date spot for couples to come and walk in the evenings, and I can see why. It does look really nice with the lights coming on. This area reminds me a bit of Yokohama. It's got the same spacious feel, and being by the sea as well. We just spotted some advertising on the Ferris wheel. It's just said Kobe tartan, and now tartan. I don't know if you can see that very well on the camera. This here is the Maritime Museum. It's just by the sea between Harbourland and Meriken Park. The design is supposed to be inspired by the shape of sails on a ship. And in the same building, there's also Kawasaki Good Times World. It's a museum about Kawasaki Heavy Industries, which made ships, a Shinkansen, and of course, motorbikes. Here's the famous Be Kobe sign. There's quite a big queue to have your photo taken with it. On the way back, I spotted a mini version. There's no queue to have your photo taken with this Be Kobe sign. Yeah, I'm trying to fit you and the sign into the frame. You're too tall. There's the lights we saw up on the mountains. You can now see there's an anchor. I think that one might be a jellyfish. And there's also this one. Oh, it's a sailboat. From a distance it looked like a cutlass, a pirate's cutlass. There's a seagull lit up on this post. It doesn't say why. And we saw a boat on another one. Maybe it's like Meet Me by the Seagull. I saw these sounds we seen a show earlier with music. I don't have waterproof shoes on. So that was our day in Kobe. The city has a really nice feel. It feels quite relaxed, especially after being in Osaka, which is so busy with people everywhere. It's a lot more spacious here, especially here at Meriken Park, with a lot less people, and it just has a nice feel to it. I really enjoyed going up the ropeway this morning and getting that amazing view and having a mini adventure going up the mountain. And this area is really nice at night when all the lights come on. It definitely reminds me of Yokohama quite a lot because that's quite chilled compared to Tokyo, and it's spacious and it's by the sea. So if you want to come here for a day trip, it's really easy from Osaka. It's only 12 minutes on the bullet train and they're quite frequent. There is a subway in Kobe. To get here, we took the subway from Kobe station to Sannomiya, and then we walked, which meant we could see a bit of the city centre area around Sannomiya. There's lots of shops and restaurants there, and we walked through Chinatown, which is a good place to go for street food. There were so many stalls there. If you don't like walking, there are subway stops that are closer if you change lines. And you can use your Suica card on the subway just like you can in most other places in Japan. I spotted some more lights up on the mountain. It says Kobe. You can't see the mountain now, it's so dark. It looks like it's just floating in the sky. Here's Chinatown, all still open at night. There's pandas on the vending machine. Do you like this statue outside Kobe station? It's just a lot of bucks.